Hi, my name is Julianne, and today I am reviewing Teen Wolf Season 5 premiere. I am so excited for this season. I love Teen Wolf so much. For anyone who doesn't know, Teen Wolf is about this guy who is a werewolf, and in the biggest plot twist ever is a teenager. And so this show basically follows this guy who gets turned into a werewolf, and it's just about him and his friends trying not to die from obscure monsters and supernatural creatures that you've never heard of. Like, what is the Kishane? Still not sure what that is. It's a weird show, but I love it. It's like Lost and Doctor Who, not plotline wise, but more like in just a lot of weird things happen, but you just roll with it because you just love the show and you love the characters. This doesn't mean that if you hate Lost and you hate Doctor Who, which I don't know, you can, but okay. But if you hate any of those two shows, it does not necessarily mean you're gonna hate Teen Wolf. And same thing, if you like both, it doesn't mean you're necessarily gonna like Teen Wolf. It's just the similar idea of just a lot of crazy stuff happening. A lot of stuff that they just kind of are like, yeah, here's our explanation, but you don't really understand and you just keep going with the show. Still not sure what a banshee is. Still haven't figured that one out. Still not sure how that one character came back to life second season. Don't want to say the name because spoilers. But you know who he is. He's the villain of everything. Kind of turns everyone into either a werewolf or banshee or whatever. Season 5 premiere was amazing and I loved it so much. So yeah, you should definitely watch Teen Wolf. So there was this power outage and it lasted 8 hours. It started at 6 p.m. and lasted until 2 in the morning. So I didn't get to watch the premiere on TV, so I had to watch it the next day on my computer, and then I got to watch the second episode that night. So I was kind of disappointed that I couldn't watch it on TV, but whatever. Still got to watch it, and it was still awesome. My sister's watching it with me, but she hasn't really watched any of the other seasons. Alright, so I think I'm gonna now go into the whole spoiler section now. There isn't much else to say. Go watch Teen Wolf. You should try it out. There's obviously 5 seasons. 4 complete seasons, and the 5th season is starting now. And yeah, you should. It's really funny and it's really fun. And it does get kind of creepy and it does get kind of scary, but then there's just a lot of humor. So it kind of balances out that creepy, scary factor. Now I'm going to spoil things, so if you haven't seen the premiere, you probably should stop watching the video now. So apparently, I'm talking about like the first 5 minutes right now. Lydia has new powers. She can just like put her hands out and people fly backwards. They had that dramatic scene with her throwing people back and her screaming like 5 times, which it was cool the first time around, but kind of got a little repetitive. But I don't care. Lydia's cool. Apparently, she can fight now, and I think that's really awesome. Maybe we can see her fight more and do more, because she kind of helps out, but at other times she doesn't really. Like, she just screams a lot. I think the person who plays Lydia, don't remember the actress's name, but she must be a really good actress, because she has to act kind of crazy and she has to have that catatonic state that she was in, and I don't know. I think that the person who plays Lydia is a really great actress, so she can do all these different things that Lydia is going through. Because Lydia, not that she has like different personalities, but in different situations, she becomes kind of a different personality. You know, like being in this insane asylum, she kind of has to act, you know, crazy, and then she has to do these fight scenes. So I think that's very interesting. Okay, that kiss between Stiles and Kira. What was that? Okay, your boyfriend and girlfriend, but last time I checked, you guys weren't apart for like the past 3 years or something. Like, they were acting like this was the end of a romance scene and they just realized that they loved each other and she was about to go off to some other country or something, and he was like, no, we need to be together, and then she runs to him, and I'm like, this isn't a romance movie, so what is happening? Why are they kissing in the rain so dramatically? And they were mentioning something about her going to New York, and I don't know what? She went to New York? When was this? It's just like explaining what their summer was like. I wasn't sure what was going on with that aspect, but I thought it was just over dramatic of them kissing. So they were kind of in the end of the first episode of the premiere. They were showing clips from what this season could entail. like showing just different things that could be happening, and one of those things was Styles, and he was in a car wreck, and I'm scared Styles better not die, and I'm really worried. I want Styles to be on the show. First of all, he's hilarious and awesome, and I just love Dylan O'Brien so much, and I need him to be part of this show. I'm telling you, if Styles dies, then I'm done with the show, unless they bring him back, because this is Teen Wolf. Basically anyone can come back, as long as the actor or actress wants to come back. So now there's like this guy who now is dead, but in the beginning there was this guy who had LED lights for claws. Why? What is happening? My sister is sitting next to me like, his claws light up, and I was telling her about all these others, were coyotes and were dragons. She's like, what is this? Why so many wares? Why so many hybrids? And I was telling her my theory that Parrish might be a were-dragon. She's like, oh, now there's were-dragons, and I wonder if he's a were-dragon. He's either a phoenix or a were-dragon. I kind of want him to be a dragon, though, to be honest. Like, a dragon on the show wouldn't be a surprise. Well, kind of, but seriously, I think it would be awesome to see him as, like, a dragon on the show. It'd be weird, but it's Teen Wolf. Seriously, they can do anything, and we'll not accept it, but we'll roll with it. Like, the tagline for this season, as far as I can tell, is Black Blood will reign. So I'm assuming that Allison's grandfather is going to be coming back, because he had that whole black blood going on, and first of all, how is his blood black? That was never explained. It was just really random, and then all of a sudden blood was coming out of his nose or whatever. But he's not dead, so that means that he could be coming back, right? Pretty sure. Also, black blood. Anyone thinking about Soul Eater right now? Because that's all I can think of, is like, is this turning into Soul Eater? Will madness come? It just seemed, the Kishane. No, the Kishin. That's what I'm thinking of. The Kishin, it can come, show up randomly, Mach and Soul can take him down. It probably wouldn't be a surprise if they did some anime crossover thing. It's Teen Wolf. Anything can happen. I thought it was so emotional and so sad and sweet and everything. So many feelings when Scott wrote Allison's name for the senior scribe thing. When he wrote AA, and I was like, oh, Allison, no one forgot you. Yes. I hate when people die and then no one remembers. They're just like, yeah, wasn't there another person in our group? And everyone just forgets about other people, and it just annoys me, because I'm like, why are you laughing? This person is dead. You should be crying. Like, it's okay to move on. But one episode later, you should not be happy. I'm sorry. That person's dead. Oh my goodness. Hopefully there's no more needles, because I cringed so badly. Like, oh, I can't stand needles and blood. And the tagline's Black Blood will reign. I don't know how I'm going to handle this season. Again, what is Parrish? I need to know. I need to know who he is, what he is. His eyes are yellow. What does that mean? Because the color of your eye means something, right? And I kind of forgot what everything meant. Blue meant, like, basically you're a beta, but you're, like, innocent? No, wait. Beta means that you've killed someone. Blue means you're a beta, but you've killed someone. Gold means you're still a beta, but you haven't killed anyone, right? And red means alpha, whether or not you killed someone, right? I think I'm right. But seriously, is he a phoenix or a dragon? Or is the writer's like, haha, we already know who he is, and he's neither. And this is Teen Wolf, so anything can happen. I think that should be the tagline. Teen Wolf, anything can happen. Another thing with the flash forward, Scott's mom slaps, what's his name? Styles' dad. Yes. Okay, I got people right. She slapped him, and I'm like, why? What is going on? Maybe he tried to kiss her. That was my theory, because, if a woman's slapping a guy, like, obviously he tried to kiss her. He has taken off his wedding ring, and so maybe something's gonna happen between the both of them. Because I forgot who I was I guess I was watching a video or something, and they were talking about maybe, like, their theory is that maybe they might end up together, and I think that could be a possibility, and maybe something could happen between them. But I want to know why she slapped him. I need to know, is Kate coming back? Because she's still alive, right? I think she's alive. Okay, question. I need to know, what is so special about Peter? Okay, because when he bites people, he, like, makes them not exactly werewolf. Peter has turned Kate into a jaguar. How did that happen? And Lydia into a banshee. Again, how does a werewolf bite change you? And maybe it's like what your inside looks like, I guess is what they were saying, but it still doesn't make much sense. So I wonder what's so special about Peter that can change people. And I guess Derek, but they're in the same family. Maybe they can change people into different things. I don't know, because to me, werewolf equals werewolf. I don't know how werewolf equals banshee or Kanima. Is Peter gonna come back? I love him. He's evil, but I love him. Oh my gosh, I was watching Breakout Kings, and Peter was on it, and it was just so exciting. I didn't trust him at all, and I was right, because you can't trust Peter. You just can't. So, and his name on the show was Pete. Of course. So I'm assuming this entire season is going to be a flashback, which is interesting to see. I'm just so excited for this season. Okay, so that girl who split up Black Blood, she looks so familiar. Like, I can't figure out where she's from. Maybe she's from other seasons, but I can't remember. Well, there was a point when Deaton was talking to Scott, and he's all like, the supernatural worlds aren't as rigid as I thought. You know, perfect impression of him, apparently. And the supernatural world has rules? Like, when did they ever have rules? It's Teen Wolf. Anything can happen. I trusted Stiles when he was like, Theo isn't Theo. I believed him, because I trust Stiles, so I put trust that he was right. And, yeah. Theo's insane, and apart when he crushed that guy's hand, like, oh my goodness. This season's gonna be insane. I can feel it. I can feel the insanity already happening. A little off topic, but Scott, in AP class, the teacher was so rude. Like, she was all like, oh, you guys want to be part of AP biology? Yeah, so you're supposed to already know all this stuff instead of me teaching you. And let me just give you a test on the second day and just to see whether you belong in this class. Well, how about you teach them, and once the next 2 weeks go by, they can determine whether the type of information you're giving them is something that they can handle or they can't. Like, what the hell is wrong with this teacher? Like, I went to an all-magnet high school, and we weren't that crazy. Like, yeah, homework on the first day, but we waited until at least the end of the week to have a test. I mean, come on. This school, as far as I can tell, is not all magnets, so what is happening? What is wrong with this teacher? Like, I'm still can't get over the fact that they're having a test on the second day of school. Oh my goodness. That moment when Stiles and Liam were following Theo and they were whispering, I'm like, he is a werewolf. He can hear you. What the heck? Stop talking. And so it wasn't a surprise when he showed up and was like, hey, what you doing here? And I hope they elaborate on the whole sister dying thing, because that seemed random. I guess they knew him in the 4th grade, so there's some backstory that we don't know yet. Or I just haven't been paying attention to the last 4 seasons, and I just don't know what they're talking about. Sometimes that happens. Like Malia, her father being Peter and the Desert Wolf, I think that came out of nowhere, because I did not, like, all of a sudden they were talking about how her father is really Peter, and I'm like, when did this happen? Not this episode, but, like, last season. Like, I was just like, what? I don't know. When Scott and Stiles were arguing, and when he, like, hurt his hand, and Scott took his pain, I was like, oh, friendship, they're biffles, and it was just so cute. And, like, because they're just really great friends. And I hear that they're going to be fighting this season, and I hope that was at the extent of it, because they're just really good friends, and they really look out for each other. And it was heart-wrenching, because Stiles is all like, what if we're best friends now, but not best friends for life? And I'm like, oh, because, like, I just, like, graduated from high school, so it's kind of like, is that going to happen with me and my friends? I hope not. Love my friends. I love this show so much. What can happen? Who knows? Again, Teen Wolf, anything can happen. Like, Parrish can turn into, like, a dragon who bites someone, who turns into half Kanema, half Banshee, half thing. There can be 3 halves. This is Teen Wolf. Anything can happen. Oh, those things? That girl who spit up the black blood and all that stuff? First of all, she had that necklace, right? When Liam fell in the hole and he found that necklace and didn't grab it. Like, who doesn't grab a necklace that they find in a hole? I mean, come on. But he goes to those things that, to me, like those things with the mask and everything, and I'm just like, especially when I was watching the trailer too, I'm just like, are the gnomes from Tower Prep in Teen Wolf now? I don't know how many people have seen Tower Prep, but it got canceled because Cartoon Network canceled it because too many girls were watching it. It was for sexist reasons, and I'm still upset over that. But okay, Tower Prep, there were gnomes. There aren't actual gnomes, but there were like these people that were inside these like suits or whatever that kind of somewhat look like the things from Teen Wolf. People just called them gnomes. I don't know why. It's just a thing that people called them. It's exciting to see that. Just be like, it just reminds me of Tower Prep, and I love Tower Prep so much. That show was so good. And then they canceled it on a cliffhanger. Like, what? Why would you cancel something on a cliffhanger? Too many good shows get canceled on cliffhangers. Like, what can happen in this show? Like, I'm trying to think of what can happen. Like, I'm trying to think of the craziest things, but something very obscure. I don't know. Like, a Wendigo is gonna pop up, and then there's Styles is gonna turn into Styles is gonna turn into a vampire, battle the Wendigo, who's gonna bite another person who turns into a Kanema / gnome, and there's gonna be Sharknado happening. I would not be surprised. Like, that is something that could happen. Minus Sharknado. Sam and Dean can show up. I'm watching Supernatural right now. It's great. Yeah, maybe Tower Prep thing can happen. Maybe Styles secretly has some power, and he's gonna wake up one day at this boarding school. This show just, it's insane, and I'm excited. I don't have any, like, prediction that could actually come true. Like, well, what can happen on the show? It's Teen Wolf. Anything can happen. Seriously, that needs to be the tagline for the show. Like, it is just, how many weres can there be? Oh my goodness, what if they had a werebear? Like in like, Hold Me Closer Necromancer? Oh my goodness, that would be great. Throw in some necromancy. There should be some necromancy. People come back from the dead all the time. This show is freaking amazing, and I'm excited. I love the creepy aspect of it, like, and then I love the humor aspect of it, and I like the Dylan O'Brien Styles aspect of it. I love Styles. I love Dylan O'Brien. Teen Wolf. Anything can happen. Bye. I just realized I've been talking really fast, so hopefully the beginning 5 minutes have been, like, fine. Okay, I'm gonna slow down my speech now. This is turning into Soul Eater. Will madness come? It sounds like I'm saying Magnus, but it's madness. Like, I watch a lot of shows that are gory-ish. You know, at least there's, like, blood, you know? And stuff like Lost and The 100, they have some bloody scenes, and I'm just like, oh, can't do it. Even reading it sometimes. Like, quarantine, I've had to close the book sometimes, especially in the first book when that one guy, I'm not going to say names because I don't want to spoil, but when he got his eye stabbed out, in the second book when that one guy got his throat ripped out by a pig, sometimes you just got to close the book. Or look away whenever you're watching one of these scenes. Like, I can't do it. I can't do needles. I have run out of the room before when I had to get, like, shots or whatever. I just can't deal with needles. So another thing with the flash forward, Styles' mom, no, not Styles' mom. Styles' mom is dead. He he's taken off his red wedding ring. He has taken off his wedding ring. He's really funny, which is like one of the reasons to love villains, is because they're funny, right? That's why I love Moriarty. That's not how you pronounce his name. From Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock. Like, I thought, he may be a serial killer, but I love him because he's hilarious. I trust Stiles, so I believed him when he said that Liam wasn't really Liam, and I went with it. I was like, I love Stiles, I trust him, he knows what's up, and I was right. I didn't know if they were gonna do, like, plot twist Liam wasn't actually, like, crazy or whatever, like, he wasn't impersonating Liam. Not Liam. Theo. Of course, I say, Liam, black blood will reign. What does that mean? What does it mean? I love my friends. They understand me. They watch two of my friends, they watch Soul Eater and Teen Wolf, and it's great. All three of us love Fall Out Boy, and what's another thing we like? Percy Jackson, obviously. Like, so I hope we stay best friends for life. I wonder what else is gonna happen this season. Bye. Maybe I should do bye. I don't know how to do outros. Just say bye. Be done. Okay. Teen Wolf, amazing. I'm just talking. I need to stop. Okay. Yeah. Bye.